Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
What is this relationship between learning? Learning is a state of mind of the brain where information, you are receptive to information, and meditation is probably a state of being where you're completely open and not corrupted by any thoughts or emotions, etc. So how do you learn meditation? Is it really possible to learn meditation?
The concept of learning, the concept of meditation are two different things, first of all. Learning is something, I'll explain you what it is. Any learning for a man or a woman, or for a human being, is you need the sensory organs, right?
Right.
And you need some language or action, right? So if you go to a Kalahari desert, to a bushman and give him an Apple phone, he will not know what it is, right? He has not seen such thing in his lifetime. Even if you teach him, you cannot teach him. Because he has never seen a metal, he has never seen a glass. He doesn't know anything. He knows how to go hunt, eat and sleep. That's all he knows.
Right.
So learning is a process in which you try to learn what is that required to you. How to walk, how to talk, how to eat, all those kind of things. How to learn a language, how to read a book, how to ride a cycle, how to drive a car, how to do a swimming, all kinds of things. Then you go to school, then you go to college, all those kind of learning for which you need the sensory organs. When the teacher teaches, you hear it, or you see the blackboard, what is written there. All that, you need the media of language. The first thing is sensory organ, the second thing is the media of language. That's how I can teach you, no? So that becomes a learning.
Yeah.
So when there is question of learning, either you learn on your own, in education you learn together, a teacher comes and teaches you. You don't know what is mathematics. So they teach you addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever, and then they slowly take you to further up. They first teach you numericals, then they teach you the basic mathematics, like that, right? So everything you need a sensory organ. Without sensory organs, you cannot.
You cannot learn, right?
Then even if you have the sensory organ, you have to have the language next. So there are two tools are required here. One is the sensory organs and your perfect normal brain. It is also another sensory organ, almost. And then language. Is there a learning without your sensory organs and a language?
I don't think so, sir.
There is.
That is?
That is what is your meditation.
Receiving without using the sensory organs?
You don't need the sensory organs at all. The question is there a learning without your sensory organs and the language? I wish you understand this.
My only question is, would that be called learning then? Is that a learning?
You may not call that as learning. There are people who call that as inward journey and all that stuff, inner engineering. So many words are called.
Yeah.
Meditation do not come under the concept of learning.
Right.
You cannot learn meditation. It does not come, it is beyond the concept of learning. There is something which that you can realize without your sensory organs and the language. When the child is born, do you think it knows the language?
No.
Okay, we'll come to this. Man is a bundle of memory, acquired memory. Let's not go into the embedded system of memory where the cells are functioning. Man is a accumulation of memory. If a guy who was born after 1990, by the time he came to his teens, 15, 16, in 2005-06, he was fully exposed to all electronics.
Yeah.
We are in 2020. Now your touch phone has become your brain. Right?
Yeah.
Even somebody, you want to ask somebody, can I have your father's number or wife's number or mother's number? He will only have to see the screen. Right?
Yeah. Very, very.
So when you get up in the morning, you know what the first thing your eye is searching?
The
Your
phone.
mobile. Because without that you cannot function today. You understand this?
Yeah.
So it's literally become more important than your brain. Your cell phone is lost, you're finished. You're left in the middle of the desert today. Those guys who were born after 1985-90.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you something. When you get up in the morning, the moment you come to an awakening stage, opening up your eyes, you're out of the sleep. If your memory doesn't come, what happens to you?
It's a scary thought. It's a scary thought.
Is this a scary thought? Yes, it's a scary thought. You know why? You're so attached to your memory. Your bundle of memories. Right? You don't know that I am Vishaka. You don't know anybody at home. You see them new. You don't know that it is my son, it is my daughter, it is my husband, it is my mother. Nothing. You can't read anything because you don't know language. You cannot operate your mobile phone. You don't know what it is. Because your mind is washed, wiped off. Like the way you lost your cell phone, all your data, your phone numbers, everything is there. Your internet connection, everything is there. You're gone. You're finished. What do you do, next? You will go to somebody, sir, can I please borrow your mobile? I just want to make a phone. You will make a phone to your husband or anybody closest. I'm stuck here. Please come and take me and go. Right?
Yeah.
Then you go buy a mobile phone. It is there in your Google data. You
Download.
bring back all your datas. Right? Then only your lives come back. Correct? Now, when you get up in the morning, all your memory is wiped off. Then what happens?
We have to read.
You don't know anything. If somebody give you food, you won't even know that it is coffee or tea. Nothing you know. You will ask, what is this? Or you may not even know the language to speak. You have never seen a cup and saucer and a tea poured in
It's
that.
like being reborn.
Yeah. You're 40 years of age and you have lost your complete memory. You don't know any language. You don't know anything. You don't know who you are. Nothing. Your mind is completely empty. Then what happens? You're going to learn everything back again?
Probably.
That status of losing your memory is what is meditation. It cannot be learned. You understand? I'll further explain you. You go to a mall for shopping. You see somebody there whom you know, your old classmate, whom you have not met for 20 years. Who studied together in the school with you. You see her sitting in a restaurant and eating. You recognize her. So, now in this scene, your visionary is sensory organ. Your vision is looking at that restaurant, identifying a person who was your classmate 20 years ago, whom you are seeing her after 20 years. Looking at that restaurant is sensation, and moment that picture goes to your visual center, the brain is connecting it to your bundle of memory to identify that person. That's called perception. Right? So the sensory organ with the sensation, it doesn't stop. Within split millionth of second, it connects you to your bundle of memory where you identify things. So sensation is the vision. Perception is identification.
Yeah.
Right?
Connection to a
Yeah.
memory.
To delink the sensation and the identification, that means to delink your sensation and the bundle of your memory is meditation.
So reception is still there by the senses, but it's not connecting it to any.
This does not come under the concept of learning at all, because learning is something, it is verbal understanding. You know everything, but you don't practice anything. That learning is a waste. It's a garbage. Right?
Yeah.
You know so many things. 99.9% you don't practice them. But you keep on knowing things. What is the use? So where is the question of you go and learn meditation? You can read books after books after books after books of Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna, these, that, all kinds of saints, and Bhagavad Gita, and all. It goes on and on and on. Verbally you read them. Do you understand them?
I think even if we do understand them intellectually, imbibing it's not going to be very easy. Maybe intellectually you can understand, or this might happen, or this should happen.
No, what is experienced and what is explained. I experienced something, I am Lord Vivekananda. I have explained it in my book. That is only applicable to me, not to you.
True. It's like so somebody is never.
It is like going and seeing a picture which is taken out of imagination in a theatre.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man flying, a Superman going and saving the world. So the meditation is not under the concept of learning, wherein you cannot go to a guru and learn meditation. All those mythology and theology and everything what they in Indian subcontinent, which is the highest land for jnana, is written so many things by the ancients about the word guru. That word guru is not your teacher.
It's yours. Your internal
It is the
guru.
Jupiter.
Okay.
Sagalagala Vidyagar Guru, master of all arts, is Jupiter in your solar family. That master of all arts is in your body, is the liver. The maximum connection the brain has with one internal organ is the maximum relationship, is liver.
His liver.
Now, how are you going to cleanse this liver to make your brain comfortable? Because meditation is nothing to do with your physiological system. Either it is your eye or ears or speaking or mouth or all your internal organs or body. No. All your 100 trillion cells. No. It is the meditation is something which is out of Panchaputa, it goes to the space. It is something to connect with your soul. Okay? There you cannot learn meditation. Learning is verbal understanding, realizing something where there is no sensory organ, there is no language. Realizing something is totally different. Like you don't know any language, you are born as a baby, you are thrown in a forest. Somehow the animals helped you to grow. When you are a small baby, the animals gave you milk. You have grown. Now you are 26 years of age. You don't know any language.
Right.
One day moving in a forest, you see one small, a tray. Where there is some laddu is there, sweets. You have never eaten sugar in your life. You don't know what is sugar. You don't even know the word because you don't know the language. You are not a part of any civilization. You lived in the jungle. You live on you sleep on the trees. You pluck something and eat. That's how you survived, right? This 26-year-old character, as a human being, he sees a tray. There is a sweet in it, laddu. He takes it and puts it in his mouth. And he eats it. Finds it very tasty. Now, how will he explain this?
He can't. He can't.
Okay, I will tell you some more. You go on thinking from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Right? How do you think? What is that thinking process? The thinking process by itself is because of the language only it runs.
Yeah.
Right?
Language or images? One of them.
No, language. Oh, my daughter, she would have gone to sleep by now. I don't know, I have kept food for her, whether she has eaten that food or not. I told her that I kept that in the fridge, inside the fridge, whether she must have forgotten. Like, it runs with the language you have learned.
It's an inner conversation.
Yeah. And based on the language. Suppose you don't know any language, what will be your process of thinking?
You only images.
No. You imagine or you dream or you do whatever you want, yeah. You don't know any language. Now, this character the baby was born and somebody threw it in the forest and went off. And he has grown 26 years now. He doesn't know any language. Now, what will be his process of thinking when there is no language in his brain?
Yeah, he cannot verbalize.
Yeah. Our thinking is based on the verbalization, the language which we know. Right?
Yeah.
Now, when there is no language in your mind, and what's going to be your process of thinking? Have you ever thought of this? Have you ever in this 45 years of your lifetime, have you ever thought, what will be my process of thinking when I don't know the language? Have you ever thought or not? Say yes or no.
Yeah, but...
No. Have you ever thought of this? Only one answer I want, yes or no.
Yes, because I'm personally, because I'm conscious of the language that I use when I'm speaking.
Adella, I don't want, ma. Have you ever thought, if I don't know the language, what will be the way in which I will think?
No, maybe.
You have not thought.
I've not thought.
That is what is meditation. And this meditation cannot be taught by any guru to you. You have to be your own guru.
So I have a small question. So when this person has the sweet the first time, there is no language to describe it. So maybe he likes it, there's an emotion associated and maybe an image associated with that laddu, but there's no verbalization even internal to describe it. When the person has the laddu the second time, now there's a memory associated with the sweet. So he knows that if I eat this, this is the taste I'm going to get. Maybe not verbally, but...
You're right.
So, isn't this a memory already? It did not need any words.
Okay, this guy has seen this tray. For the first time I'm seeing something nice in color, round sweets, laddus. And the first time he's touching it, taking it, all the experience, he's enjoying it, putting it in his mouth. He knows it's something to eat.
Right.
He just lick it, sweetish, he'll put it in his mouth, enjoy it. Now he has picked up his memory. After 6 months, he's somewhere else, he sees the same tray. Oh my God, that, you will think what I had before, the same thing.
Right. But still there's no words to think.
Again, the sensory and perception has come in because there's a memory set in. Right? You understand?
Yeah.
If you are in a position to delink your sensation and your perception, everything you do is new. See, you buy a car. For the first time you sit in a sophisticated car. And the thrill of it is so high. As you keep driving the car, 3 months, 6 months later, you lose it. Because you experience it again and again and again and again and again. If there is no perception coming in here, every time you come and sit in this car, it's a new experience for you. That is meditation. You got the point?
Yeah.
When there is meditation which runs in you, there won't be hatred. Because everything is a new experience. How you get tired of people? Because of your familiarity.
True. Yeah.
You see your husband every day new. You see your children every day new. So that means a meditation is something which has to be a part of your daily living all the time. It's not something I close my eyes and I fold my legs and I sit in a corner for 4 hours. and I come out and say that I do meditation for 4 hours in a day. No. By closing your eyes and folding your legs, what happens? Your brain becomes dull. You cannot even go anywhere near the process of your thinking. Right?
Yeah.
All that you gain, you may gain is not talking to people, you may gather up little energy inside you. Meditation is to open up your eyes and see what is out there. Now we are all seeing what is that we want to see. Seeing what is out there is meditation.
With no association to any previous
Yes.
experience.
Yes. Then only you can see the nature. Realizing that you are a part of nature, you are a creation of nature, you are connected to the nature, you are controlled by the nature, is meditation. I wish you understand this.
Yeah.
And how am I going to get into this meditation? How do I learn meditation? Learning is not the point here. How do I reach
State
this?
of meditation.
What are the tools to go towards this meditation? Will be your question next.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.